Hi, welcome back to the video series. I'm Dominique and I'm one of the co-founders of Elohim Sound Healing, Guided by Light Practitioner Training. So today's video is about understanding the difference between being a healer and being a healer who is guided by light or guided by spirit. So realistically, we've talked about the fact that the healer is the healer self part of you is a soul aspect. It's a part of you that's integrated this wisdom, this knowing from past lifetimes and from the soul spirit parts of your nature about how to, and the instinctive part of your nature actually, about how to take care of something, how to heal something, how to make it more whole, how to make it more harmonious. Because if you think about it, healing is essentially making whole, making more harmonious. If you're, let's say, if your circulatory system is out of whack with your pulmonary system, your breathing, then there's going to be problems in the physical body. If your belief system is out of whack with your actual real lived experience about what is important in life, then emotionally you're going to feel a tug of war. So healing is this place where things are made more whole. And the primary place where we can make ourselves more whole is by harmonizing our spirit nature and our material, human, elemental, physical, emotional, psychological nature. Our soul spirit self and our human self. All right? When these aspects, our divine and our human natures, become closer together, more healed, more whole, more unified, more in harmony, then we simply feel better. And so realistically, the healer self is always spirit guided. You can't leave spirit out of the equation when you are healing. And so the more connected you are to your own spirit light or your own soul wisdom, the more effective, the more truthful, the more accurate your healing is going to be for your client to become also more close to their own, for their human selves and their own soul spirit selves to become closer together and more harmonious, more whole. But we incarnate, don't we? We incarnate, we go in, we have a life, we have all these experiences, we have all this human stuff that makes it very difficult for us to listen to the voice of our soul and feel the light of our spirit, all that beauty, all that love, all that sweetness, all that compassion, all those beautiful soul spirit qualities all the time. You know, something might happen where our survival nature kicks in and is so dominant, and something might happen when we're little, so there's a part of us that gets wounded and gets very far away from our soul spirit nature. And so that part of us, it's like that it's hard to really know sometimes which is the voice of your soul and which is the voice of your spirit and which is the voice of the wound or your fear or your anxiety or your beliefs or your conditioning or your heart or your emotions. Many inner voices that we have. And so the healer who is relying on their intuition will achieve certain results. And of course, many of us are developing our intuition. We're really starting to tune into our intuitive capacities as well. We have the constructs of the modality that we've chosen that gives us certain rules and regulations and tools and skill sets. So we have our intuitive skill sets, we have our modality skill sets, we have our own basic common sense skill sets, we have our instinctive, is this good, is this bad, kind of more physical instinctive skill sets. And then there are points where that combination may not always be enough. And this is where spirit comes in. If you are a healer who is guided by spirit, who has formed an amazing relationship with your spirit guide, then, or has created themselves as a channel through which spirit can work, then you don't have to do all the thinking. You don't have to do all the work, and nor should you have to do all the work. In ancient times, people would train as healers for years to let the god or the goddess or the divine part of their own nature really move through them and do some of the work. And so in Elohim Sound Healing, our practitioner training, what we've done is we've created this situation where Trina, who is a very powerful channel, has downloaded certain information. She's a telepath, and she's downloaded certain information from 4 goddesses who have given medical information about the body systems, and they've given information about tones to use, sound healing tones to use, crystals, affirmations, and techniques to actually allow you as the healer to be a conduit for their light. So when you are spirit guided, you don't have to do all the work. And it's crazy to leave spirit out of the equation, as I've said. There are ancient systems, of course, that also set you up to be spirit guided. And this is a modern version. So there aren't many modern versions of this. There aren't many people who have that kind of channel that can bring through specific medical information and form it into a modality. So there are modalities that offer you practical physical skill sets. There are modalities that offer you energetic skill sets. There are modalities that offer you emotional, psychological, mindset skill sets, soul skill sets. This is one that brings through spirit as well. Actual goddesses who will do the work. And this means that you can relax and let the spirit do some of the work, guide the practice, guide the modality. So yeah, we'll all be at different stages, and we'll all be at different stages of what sort of results we want to achieve, what we feel comfortable in doing. We might want to really work on the psychological skill sets. We might really want to work on the energetic skill sets. And some of you will be at the stage where you want to bring in spirit, but you're not sure how to. So Elohim is one way of doing that. Okay. In the next video, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to take you through a meditation, a guided meditation, so you can feel the difference between a meditation or a healing activity where it's just you as a physical, emotional, kind of personality-based human being. Then you bring in this energy of sound and you feel the difference. Then you bring in the energy of your the light, the color of a particular goddess, and then you bring in the next aspect. Okay, so we're going to take you through that in the next video. It's a really fantastic idea to make you feel the difference, because it's very different. It's really different. Every time you add an energetic component or add a component, what you're adding is you're adding information. So energy is information, a symbol is information, a crystal is information, sound is information, an intention is information, an activity is information, all right? Words and language are information. How you move your body, the gestures, convey information. So this meditation will take you through the different experiences of every time you add a new element of information. I hope you enjoy it, And thanks for listening. See you on the next video.